Hi Gemini, welcome to your weekly reading for March 21st to the 27th. Let's see what we have coming up for you this week. Looks like we have 2 discernment. Okay, let me just grab that other one. Okay. So I think that you're definitely going through an awakening process. And this awakening process is allowing you to delve deep into your shadows. A lot of times that darkness or the void card reminds me of shadow work. It reminds me of, going deep into our conscious things that we have buried or things that we just didn't know were there. Exploring mysteries, exploring something new about ourselves, something that, we never thought we would have to open ourselves up to. But it's like life is opening it up for us. So I feel like there is a lot of inner truths that you are learning to look at or really embrace, but at the same time, you may be around people who will not understand your inner truth, or they may not support it because it may not match up to what they want things to be or how they want things to be. There's a path that you're starting to walk down that you're kind of getting this feeling that I'm going to have to do this on my own, by myself, but I also feel like you have luck on your side. I also feel like this is all about taking chances as well. This is all about believing in yourself, believing that you're going to find what you're looking for, but you're also protecting something. It's like you're protecting some kind of something important to you, something precious to you. You're just also discovering a deeper part of yourself. It's like you're getting to know yourself on a deeper level, and your mind is changing. It's opening up. It's expanding. And it's changing you. It's changing you as a person, I feel like. Okay, let's look into your tarot. There's something about your voice, something about your throat chakra. It's like for some of you, this is not going to resonate with everybody, but for some of you, what I'm hearing is there might have been like this theme in your life where your voice hasn't been heard, or you weren't able to like use your voice, or something about communication, not communicating or not being able to communicate in a way where you really felt seen, understood, or like it was okay to express yourself. It was okay to be seen. It was okay to speak your mind and know that you will be heard in the right light. There's some kind of soul path or like lesson, like this long, like something that has been there pretty much your whole life kind of thing, like a theme throughout your life. And I feel like there's something transforming there. There's something that you are beginning to understand and see about something about your voice and something about your expression or the lack thereof, and how that has been like this like main core lesson of yours in this lifetime that you've kind of had to really work through. Okay. What's coming up for Gemini this week? Three of Pentacles. Two of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, let's go into, and there we go. We have 3 cards falling out. Okay, so we have 3 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so it's like we're changing. There's some kind of change, some kind of foundational change. Needing to bring something into balance. There is that shadow work that's happening here. You're seeing deeper into something with the High Priestess. And the Knight of Pentacles, your slow build, something that you're building. Okay, let's look deeper into this. What is this about? 3 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, High Priestess, and the Knight of Pentacles. It's okay. It's like you're building something, but you're kind of doing it. I feel like you're doing it, for lack of better word, secretively, because of that High Priestess and the Discernment card too. But if you look at the 3 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, it's you're building towards something. But it kind of feels like it's behind the scenes. It kind of feels like it's not really out in the open, but you're like building towards something. You may be even asking people for help too. I feel like you may be reaching out to people you trust, to help you move something in a certain direction. But only people, I feel like you're only kind of asking certain select people that you trust and that you can trust to keep your secrets or trust to keep your plans. What else do we need to know about this? Yeah, the Magician. Okay, interesting. The High Priestess and the Magician here. These are both very magical, magician, it's like manifesting kind of cards. Using spirituality to manifest something here. The Emperor. Taking control and command and leadership over your life, over something that you want to work towards. What are we working towards? What is Gemini working towards? What is Gemini building? The 10 of Swords. It's like you are closing up a chapter. Okay. Interesting. Oh, look, these 2 cards are sticking out. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords and we have the Judgment card. Okay, so seeing through into a situation. Okay, I'm sorry. I know these cards are all over the place. Seeing through into a situation. I feel like with this High Priestess, your intuition is opening up, and it is opening up. It's looking at something at a deeper level. You're seeing through illusions, because I feel like the Magician card, I feel like you're seeing, maybe this is also someone else in your life with the High Priestess and the Magician. It's like you're seeing someone who is not who they seem to be. And it's creating change in your life, like, because you're seeing the truth about it, right? Like you're creating, I feel like for some reason, I feel like this might be someone else in your life, like the High Priestess and the Magician, that there's someone in your life that they're not who they seem to be, that they tend to kind of, you're seeing behind the veil of something. And you're putting it in, like you're making a judgment call. You're seeing the truth about it, because it might have been something that was very stressful for you, something that is you're done with and you want to build towards. You're taking command and control. And I feel like with the Queen of Swords, it's like you're using your wisdom, and that's the discernment here. You're using your wisdom to close a chapter or to put an end to something that you feel like has been not entirely open to you, hasn't been honest, maybe even. And you're making a judgment call about it. So seeing the truth about something. But your wisdom is playing a big role here for you, Gemini. Can we have some more cards about this? What else do we need to know? What is Gemini seeing the truth about? What is Gemini seeing the truth about? Okay, seeing the truth about a Queen of Wands. This could also be seeing the truth about your own potential. I'm almost kind of feeling, if this is not a relationship or about someone else, I feel like this could also be about you seeing another side to yourself that you didn't know you had, where you might have felt like you weren't allowed to express it. See, again, that throat chakra, the expression is coming out. So I feel like for some of you, this could also be about, maybe there have been a lot of influences in your life that didn't allow you to express yourself into its fullest potential. And so you're seeing this with clarity with the Queen of Swords, the Judgment, and the Queen of Wands. It's like you're tapping more into your potentials, sides of you that you didn't know you had, that you didn't know you were allowed to express. You're now really allowing yourself to express. It's like you're coming out of something that has been hibernating or has been asleep for a long time, and you're waking up to that. You're waking up to a deeper part of yourself. You're tapping into a deeper part of who you are. Wow, how profound. Can we have more about this? The Queen of Wands. I'm seeing like your perspective is changing about something. What is the Devil here? What is the Devil about for Gemini? Seven of Pentacles. What we have invested in. So attachments, this could be attachments to what we have invested in. What else do we need to know about the Seven of Pentacles? And the King of Pentacles. Yeah, so it's almost like you're coming into, this could also have come from like an attachment to maybe even material things, especially with the King of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. Only focused on that. So maybe we're coming from a space of that, like only focused on at one point in our life, how much we can build, but now I feel like that's shifting. This could also be someone else too. This could be someone else in your life that you're connecting with. So just take it as it resonates if it does. Let's keep going. Let's move on here. Because there's definitely something changing and shifting here, and you're seeing the truth. You're seeing the truth about Two of Swords. I need to know about the Two of Swords for Gemini. Nine of Wands. I feel like sometimes the Two of Swords can also be blocked intuition. Not being able to see something clearly and kind of learning the harsh lessons from that with the Nine of Wands is also setting boundaries. So Two of Swords and Nine of Wands could also be a strong setting boundaries card as well, especially with that discernment again. So we're setting boundaries either with something or with somebody. Who and what are we setting boundaries with? Not allowing someone into your thoughts or into your mental space. A Queen of Pentacles. Setting boundaries with the Queen of Pentacles. And also allowing yourself, if this is not someone else, this could also be just setting boundaries in general with whoever's around you, and allowing yourself to cultivate and grow your own independent life that is more in alignment with who you are and attracting abundance for yourself, like cultivating, growing something on your own independently. But this could also be you setting boundaries with a Queen of Pentacles. that's around you. What else do we need to know about the Queen of Pentacles here for Gemini? I'm hearing trust. So there's like a loss of trust. And that's why the boundaries have been set. There's a lot of like secretiveness to this reading, actually, but it's because of, it's not for the purpose of just being secretive. I think that there are some people in the vicinity that just kind of feel like, yeah. I feel like this is something that maybe is a long time coming. Like this energy that you're finally seeing that's around you that has been there for a while, has been lingering. And it's like you found a way to really like handle it, or not deal with it, but it's almost like found a way to overcome it or master it, or to, I don't know, it's like you see something in a different light. Can we have more information about this? Wow. So a lot of worries and anxieties. I feel like there might be, again, may not resonate with everyone, but there may be, like, for some of you, an energy or someone that you're connecting with, an energy around them or you that really, it's like you're seeing how much of influence they may have had over your thoughts. Like not even being able to think for yourself. Everything is through this person, maybe this Queen of Pentacles. Like not allowed to have your own opinions, not allowed to have your own thoughts, your own ideas, not allowed to be interested in the things that you want to be interested. Lots of control is kind of what I'm feeling, a lot of control. And so there's boundaries being set now, not allowing someone into your thoughts. And that's the strength, like setting, like it's taking strength to set those boundaries, because maybe they haven't been set early on or for a long time. Let me grab that card. I have a feeling I know what it is. No, never mind. The Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, things are this is the time for the veil to be lifted. This is the time for clarity. This is the time to see something for what it is. I feel like this is, in general, I feel like the energies right now are all about things coming into balance. And in order for some things to come into balance, it's like there is a lot of truths that need to be revealed as to why something has been out of balance to begin with. So what has been out of balance in everyone's life, it's like that's being illuminated. It's like coming to the surface. And there's so many things changing and shifting because of the things that we couldn't see that were hidden in the dark. And now it's time. It's time for things to be revealed. And then look at that. We have the King of Cups and the Sun. So this is a King of Cups tuning into their happiness and their joy, like connecting with having an epiphany and a realization about what makes them happy, what brings them joy. What do we need to know about the Sun, the King of Cups? And honoring that, following that. Three of Swords. I'm hearing denial. Denying something that may have brought us joy, and that's what broke the heart. Keeping joy and happiness at arm's length. One more for the Three of Swords. King of Swords. I feel like this energy, okay, so I'm kind of feeling like there's someone here who's really a King of Cups, but they had to kind of be more of a King of Swords. So maybe there was some kind of dynamic where maybe the people that they were around, they were not allowed to really honor or like live from more of an emotional space. Like they had to kind of turn off their emotions, because the King of Swords is usually someone who is very intelligent, very wise, but doesn't really kind of bring a whole lot of emotions into whatever they're doing. They look at everything from a practical, realistic, logical standpoint, because the feelings, emotions, that kind of like passion is not allowed. But I think by his very nature, by his true core self, he is a King of Cups. But that part may had to have been turned off, which resulted in the Three of Swords. But I think that there's some kind of awakening happening here in someone's passion, someone's emotions, that's actually bringing in this joy and happiness, and it's shifting the perspective of this individual to see the circumstances around them in a much more different light, and to see the truth about something, which is causing them to set boundaries where there needs to be boundaries set. We have one more. Yeah, see? And I feel like Spirit is actually giving this person insight into this. So this could be through dreams, just through insights, just kind of like these spurts of awakening. I feel like this is being divinely guided. So this is something that Spirit wants to happen. It is a Spirit's will for this to happen, for this kind of awakening to happen, for this to release to happen, for the truth, the wisdom to be revealed to this individual of where there has been control, manipulation in his life, keeping him from his own happiness. And whether that's him pursuing his dreams, and this is just, it doesn't have to be a male. This is just the King of Cups energy. So anyone can embody that energy. But wherever this person has felt like they weren't allowed to fully and completely honor everything that they are, is now being kind of like dismantled, and to see where there has been a really big out of alignment or an imbalance here. So it's like this King of Cups is definitely going through a big awakening and seeing the reality around them very differently. Okay, and so then we have new beginnings here. So what do we need to know about the Ace of Pentacles? New beginnings, prosperous new beginnings. Wow, look at that. Happiness, financial freedom as well, being able to enjoy life more. I feel like this is more about having a say what you want. And look at that Eight of Pentacles. So some of you may be going through a career change, or some of you may be like doing a different line of work. Maybe we were only allowed to do a certain line of work, and now we're kind of changing gears a little bit, or maybe a lot. But something that's going to bring a lot more happiness, a lot of security, and a lot more room for growth, where we really can shine is what I'm hearing. So choosing something where our skills are able to shine, we can kind of do something more to the full potential. There's a lot of inspiration and passion coming through. I love all these pentacle cards here, because we're going from, a space where maybe we felt like we weren't allowed to fully express, and having that connection with our true self is leading us down a path. Maybe something we have to walk alone, maybe something we have to take some chances on. But allowing ourselves to courageously go in the direction of what is in honor of us. And then we have the Temperance. So this is about balance and patience as well. And keeping ourselves grounded, allowing ourselves to just flow with the way things are changing for us. Stabilization. I feel like there's some energies that are beginning to stabilize. What else do we need to know here? Okay, and we have the Four of Cups and the Queen of Cups. So I feel like out of self-love and self-care, because the Queen of Cups is all about knowing her self-worth. And I feel like this energy is all about knowing where we want to put our energy and where we want to hold back. So there also may be some energy here about how we have the King of Cups. So this is also about being very selective with who we open ourselves up to. I feel like this Four of Cups is almost like it's like, I just need a break from putting my energy or my emotions into things that feel a bit depleting, or things I don't trust. See the 10 of Cups and then the 5 of Cups. How interesting is that? So there may be some kind of relationship here or connection here that has resulted in a Five of Cups. Again, I feel like it might be that Queen of Pentacles here. Some kind of energy that may have had a lot of control and wanted someone to only see things from their own perspective, almost like created this false, it's interesting. They're showing me this image of this person kind of painting this mirage or like this mural, kind of like what's that movie? The Truman Show with Jim Carrey. That's what I'm kind of seeing. It's like, it's not real, like it's what they wanted you to see or what they wanted him to see, what they wanted him to believe. And he was so convinced that this was his life, that this was his real life. And all of a sudden it's like that moment where he realizes that this has all been an illusion, like it's not real. It's all been faked. And I feel like there is this like that realization of that is like, I have to take my power back in a way and bring balance back into my life. And so from this grief, this loss, this disappointment, I feel like this is a lot of disappointment and also kind of looking back, maybe even at regrets of making different choices or different decisions. But I feel like there's still, just like last week, how we had 2 cups remaining in the back. It's like, again, there's these 2 flowers. And then it's the same thing with with the 5 of Cups last week. It's the same card, but it's like they're always drawing me back to how there's still these 2 cards or these 2 flowers or 2 cups still standing. So they stand the test of time. They stand through any kind of hardship or any kind of loss because they are real, because they are true, and because they are authentic. They're like the real connection. And so all the ones that are not real are beginning to fall away. So the illusions are beginning to fall away. And so there's a lot of time that this Queen of Cups is spending in kind of reserving her energy and taking some time to herself out of self-love and self-care to heal any kind of grief, disappointment, and loss. We have another one about this. More information. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, so transformation happening where I feel like there's coming out of a box, coming out of stagnancy, coming out of where we have just allowed ourselves to become comfortable. There's change there, allowing ourselves to entertain change and transformation. But it's growing out of something that we have already outgrown. Now it's becoming uncomfortable. It's interesting. They're almost kind of bringing my attention. I never picked up on this message from this card before, but it's like, she's clearly too big for that house. She's just like holding on to this house, but she won't fit inside there. It's like she's just holding on to it because it's what she knows. It's because she has created all these defenses. She's like kind of caged herself in. She won't move from there, but she doesn't fit inside the house. She's outgrown it. And so the Death card comes in wanting you to kind of break out of where we don't want to let go of, even though we've outgrown it, because that's what we know. That's what we're familiar with. So there may be some kind of change happening there of something that we have outgrown. Yeah. And it's like the more we stay, the heavier it becomes. It becomes a heavy burden, the weight of having to balance out, again, with that Temperance card. You have the Temperance here somewhere, I feel like. But it's like needing to balance out, having to balance the old and the new is going to slowly become more and more uncomfortable. That's what I'm seeing here. So needing to put that down. Can we have one more? The 10 of Wands. The Hermit. Yeah. So Yeah, the Hermit and the Moon. So a lot of spiritual, going within, a lot of being in the void, being in kind of, there's this cocooning space that you're in, Gemini. It's like you're in the middle of a huge transformation here. And then we have the Emperor at the bottom here. So I feel like sometimes this card, the specific one, comes out when there are, one person that kind of controls the narrative, controls how things happen and the way things go. So let me pull a clarifying here. What do we need to know about this Emperor? Because I feel like there's an energy around you that's very controlling. And I don't know if that's a partner or maybe it's like a family member. 2 of Wands. Yeah. Needing to make a choice about this. Needing to make a decision and a choice, kind of setting your sights somewhere else and needing to make some kind of decision. Yeah, and then walking away from chaos. So I kind of feel like this Emperor is someone else. I feel like this Emperor is that Queen of Pentacles. Someone who is, and it could be male or female, not gender specific, but just someone who has control over how things turn out, the narrative. And I feel like this is a time for you to take your power back, and you're seeing that, how it's time to kind of walk away. It could also be, especially with that 9 of Swords that we had earlier, it's like, sometimes it's like others can make us feel like there's something wrong with us or like we're crazy or something, when really it's not us. It's what others want us to believe, that have us confused, that want us to, because that feeling of there's something wrong with me or I'm crazy or whatever it is a way to make someone disempowered. It's like when someone doesn't trust their own mind, they become disempowered, and the more control someone can have over them. So I feel like you're coming out of that. If that's you, that's not going to be for everybody. So if it doesn't resonate, don't make it fit. But if there is that energy there, then it's like you're seeing that. You're seeing like, I was never crazy to begin with. It was just this narrative or this thing that I was supposed to believe in that just doesn't even resonate with me. And that's why it never felt right. That's why it never felt good. And now I'm acknowledging that and seeing that. And it's going to take some time to kind of break away from this, but I'm going to. It's kind of what I'm seeing here. So beautiful, Gemini, very empowering. Okay, let's go into some oracle cards here. Challenge for Gemini this week. So I feel like with the Gentle Gardener, I'm hearing like not sure where to start or where to go from here. So there may be a little bit of unknown, kind of being in the dark, not really sure what we are wanting to nurture from here on out. It feels like there's a lot of, you're in the void, like you're in this space of, I'm not sure where to go. Can we have one more here for the Gentle Gardener? Or this is also, I'm hearing something about trust, like trusting that what you are wanting to call into your life can actually happen. So I think there's something here about like hope and faith and believing in maybe something that would seem kind of impossible, but wanting to do something about it anyways. It's like there's like kind of a little bit of disbelief or skepticism about this, something that you're wanting to call into your life. The Gentle Gardener. We have one more about this. Yeah. I feel like there's just so much movement and so many things changing that it's unclear. I feel like there may be a lot of, this may be a week to focus on having a clear mind and finding balance and stability. I think that's what you're working on. That's what you're going towards, is clearing the fog, clearing the mental fog. What is something positive for Gemini this week? Movement. So you may see some progress in something that you're working on, progress even within yourself. So there may be a shift for you, something kind of working out or something working out in your favor. What is the movement for Gemini here? Nice. So spark of illumination, spark of creativity, something that you put your energy into that actually produces some kind of result. There's something working out here, something that you've kind of invested in that's going to give you some kind of hope that things are moving in the right direction here. I also feel like a lot of you are going to get more insight in your dreams, or just in general, like more information. Message from the angels for Gemini this week. How are the angels supporting Gemini this week? Look deeper. Yeah. So it's like the angels are encouraging you. You're being gently nudged into looking deeper and deeper and deeper into something. This is part of your soul path. So if you're going through this, it's part of what you signed on for, to discover this deeper part of you, to explore this deeper part of you. And I feel like that's going to, and it's something that you can't really try to, I feel like there may be this desire or this temptation to kind of hold on to what we've always known, but I feel like the resistance is something that you're trying to kind of push through here. It's like the angels are gently trying to help you overcome your resistance to this expansion and this growth. Because I feel like that's there a little bit, like resisting the growth, resisting the expansion. And they're encouraging you to look deeper into something. So lots of growth here. And I feel like it's going to get easier. I feel like in the beginning, it's a bit of a difficult journey to first put your foot down on. But once you kind of once the resistance starts to kind of fall away, we start to flow more with this unfolding. And I think that's the path that some of you are on here. So beautiful reading, Gemini. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you for next week. Bye, Gemini.